Hey there. In this video, I'm going to dig into the developmental theory of one of the heavy hitters in modern thinking, Sigmund Freud, and his psychoanalytic theory. Freud, a German neurologist born in Freiburg back in 1856, spent the early 20th century pushing for the scientific recognition of his psychoanalytic school. Until he kicked the bucket in 1939, he was in the ring, advocating for the acknowledgement of his theory, claiming that, as a neurologist, he could get to the root of his patients' psychological issues. So if you're wrestling with some mental challenges, like wondering why you keep making lousy choices in your relationships, or find yourself compulsively grabbing the latest gadgets or stuff, Freud's theory might have some answers. According to Freud, the real deal isn't in your conscious mind, the stuff you're aware of through your thoughts and sensations. Nope, it's much deeper, in your unconscious. Freud says the conscious mind is just the tip of the iceberg, what you can see above the waterline. The real reasons behind your actions, according to Freud, are hidden in your unconscious. Let's take someone who's always got to have the newest smartphone. Freud would say the decision to buy that phone was made in the subconscious, and your conscious mind is justifying the purchase afterward. Psychoanalysis aims to bring that subconscious stuff into the light, revealing the true motivations even when there's resistance. Once you see what's really going on, you can work on the root causes of the problem. Behind this seemingly straightforward idea of psychoanalysis is a complex developmental theory, and we're about to dive into it. First up, let's get the lowdown on the structure of the human psyche, the mental apparatus. Freud breaks it down into three conflicting provinces. At birth, you've only got the first and oldest province, the id. It's all about fulfilling your basic life needs driven by instincts. As your brain develops and deals with the world, the second province, the ego, comes into play. The ego is like a mediator. It can delay or suppress the immediate satisfaction of the id's demands. During your early years, your behavior is all about the id and the ego. Then, thanks to parental influence, the third psychic province, the superego, shows up. This is the moral side of things, where societal values and norms get baked in. Now, you're not just dealing with the id and ego, you've got to align with the expectations of the superego and, of course, reality. Freud's developmental theory also gets into the concept of drives, essential for your development. Without these drives building up tension that only gets relieved by satisfying needs, you wouldn't have any motivation, and you wouldn't progress. According to Freud, life is all about seeking pleasure and avoiding pain. This forms the basis of his psychosexual development theory. And don't get hung up on the word sexual here. It's not just about the bedroom, but about fulfilling your needs. Freud lays out 6 developmental stages in the psychosexual framework. From the oral stage in your first year, where pleasure comes from the mouth, to the anal, phallic, latent stages, all the way to the genital stage in adolescence. Each phase has its unique challenges. Now let's think about how messing up in these phases might affect your adult behaviors. Issues in the anal phase might lead to problems with control and orderliness in adulthood, while disruptions in the phallic stage, with its Oedipus complex, might mess with your ability to form relationships. In a nutshell, Freud's theory gives us a way to understand the unconscious motivations driving our behavior. By grasping the psychosexual stages, the drives, and the mental apparatus, we get a peek into the complexity of our psyche. But remember, this knowledge is just the beginning. If you're dealing with mental challenges, it's crucial to seek professional help. To sum it up, Freud's psychoanalytic theory, despite its complexities, gives us a lens to explore the hidden motivations behind our actions. Understanding how the id, ego, and superego work together, along with the psychosexual stages, helps unravel the mysteries of our unconscious minds. Always keep in mind that self-reflection and awareness are the keys to unlocking the deeper layers of our psyche and embarking on a journey of personal growth and healing.